We say it every year, you'll hear it multiple times. Everybody wins when a leader gets better. Absolutely everyone. The stakes of leadership are sky high.
Leadership journey, and it's so fun. We're going to move from I to we, and we're going to move from me to service.
I think this is a golden age in leadership. If you want to operate your organization as a team, then the right people are humble, hungry, and smart people.
That means leadership establishes. Here is where this organization is going to go. Leadership has the ability to close their eyes and dream about a place in the future.
A leader who stops learning stops leading. And if there's ever a time in the world that we live in today that leadership is needed, is now.
And hence, now is not tomorrow or day after. It is from the very right moment, the very second. We need to develop on our competencies to globalize the businesses and to be named as a successful futuristic leader. Now let's take you to my personal leadership profile. Let's go. Oh wait, where am I going? Let's take you. Hello everyone, so I've taken my Globe Smart Cultural Assessment, and this is my Globe Smart profile, which shows the key 5 dimensions of culture based on my responses while taking the survey. You may notice that while comparing the independent and the interdependent, I'm totally towards the independent side, which means that I place a great importance on individual identity and prefer taking action on one's own. While the egalitarianism, status, certainty, indirect, direct, and the risk are balanced between all these 3, so that means I'm totally balanced in these areas. And while you move on to the task and the relationship, I've noticed that I'm a bit of task oriented, which means I've placed a high importance on values and reaching goals rather than placing importance to the relationships. Yep, so I'm not gonna compare my profile against my home country and 4 other countries. So starting with my country is India, I'm gonna take India first, and then now the 2 other countries should be my home country. Let's take Vietnam because let's know about their culture, because there are a lot of Vietnam guys in my class. So Vietnam, and let's take Pakistan. Okay, so now the other 2 countries should be the opposite direction. Let's take Australia because I'm residing over here, and the other one should be, I guess, USA. Yep, United States. Perfect. Now let's try comparing it. And this is my profile. So you may see that the black line is my leadership comprehensive style, and the other lines, the orange one is Australia, this is USA, the red one is Vietnam, blue is India, my home country, and the purple one is the Pakistan. You may notice that the other countries, the neighboring countries near to my home country, all lies on the right side, which is to the independent, status, certainty, indirect, and relationship, while the developed countries, the United States and the Australia, is on the left side, which resembles the independent, the egalitarianism, risk, direct, and the task oriented. Now that I've compared my profile with 4 other countries, I need to seek advice from GlobeSmart on how my style would match in those countries, and if I'm able to work in those countries, how competent will I be and how could I improve my competencies. So let's take you. Now, so as to seek advice from the GlobeSmart in order to improve my competencies and should I be working in different countries, I would like to choose 2 countries, that is Australia and Pakistan, because these 2 countries are totally contrary to India, that is my home country. Now let's start with Pakistan by getting the advice. Pakistan, a land of culture and diversity. Let's see what Globe Smart has to say. Seeking advice from Globe Smart, we see that there is a lot of differences between the Pakistan culture and my style. There's a lot of difference. The red line symbolizes the differences between my style and the Pakistan's cultural style. Let's see in detail what the Globe Smart has to say. Now, looking briefly through all the competencies and comparing my style and culture to Pakistan, we can see that the people in Pakistan are more interdependent than me, and they are more of a status oriented, and they are more certain oriented than me, which means that they spend more time building relationships and conducting background research than me. These people in Pakistan have an indirect style, which means that they are less willing than me to ask questions or give feedback in meetings, especially when more senior members are present. This form of indirect style is also present in India, and when it comes to relationship and task oriented, the people in Pakistan are more likely to be relationship focused. That means that they are less likely than me to focus on getting a task done if it is at the expense of maintaining harmonious relationships. Now let's move on to Australia. Australia, known for its multicultural lifestyle and has got the most livable city. Now let's see what Globe Smart has to say. Seeking advice from the Globe Smart, we see that there is a lot of difference between my style, which is the black line, and the Australian culture. Now let's get advice from the Globe Smart and see what the Globe Smart advises me. Now, going briefly through various competencies while comparing my profile to Australia, we see that when comparing the independent and the interdependent, my profile is very closely to the average profile of people from Australia. Moving down to the egalitarianism and the status point, the people from Australia are more egalitarian than me, which means they have a less formal interaction style than me in some situations, and they expect more interactivity in training situations. The risk and the certainty level, the people in Australia are more risk oriented than me, which means that they spend less time building relationships and conducting background research than me. The people in Australia have more of a direct style, which means they are more forthright and express disagreement than me, and they keep on asking questions and criticizing or giving feedbacks to others. When coming to the task and the relationship status, the people from Australia tend to be more task focused, which means they put more importance than me to do on reaching goals and objectives on schedule. Thank you guys, thank you for watching, hope you liked it. Please like, comment and subscribe for more videos.
Bro, this is not a YouTube channel.
Oh, is it? Sorry. Thank you.